Today we will discuss derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. So first we will study the derivative of sine inverse x. Yes, let sine inverse x be equal to y. So I need to find out d by dx of sine inverse x. Now sine inverse x is equal to y. So that means I need to find out dy by dx. Now as sine inverse x is equal to y, so this implies x will be equal to sine y. As I want dy by dx, so that means I have to differentiate with respect to x. So I differentiate both sides with respect to x. So derivative of x with respect to x and derivative of sine y with respect to x. Yes, derivative of x with respect to x is 1, and here first I'll compute derivative of sine y with respect to y, which is cos y, into derivative of y with respect to x. Now I want dy by dx, so I'll write this as dy by dx is equal to 1 over cos y. And yes, here cos y should not be equal to 0. And cos y can be written as 1 over square root of 1 minus sine square y. And yes, what is sine y? Sine y is your x, so I'll get dy by dx is equal to 1 over square root of 1 minus x square. Now what was y? Y was sine inverse x. So we get derivative of sine inverse x is equal to 1 over square root of 1 minus x square. And yes, x should belong to the open interval minus 1 to 1. Now we will find out the derivative of cos inverse x. Yes, we know that sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. This we learnt in chapter 2 inverse trigonometric functions. From here, cos inverse x can be written as pi by 2 minus sine inverse x. So therefore, derivative of cos inverse x will be equal to derivative of pi by 2 minus sine inverse x. Now here, pi by 2 is a constant, so derivative will be 0 minus derivative of sine inverse x. Yes, we have just now shown that derivative of sine inverse x is 1 over square root of 1 minus x square. So, derivative of sine inverse x is 1 over root 1 minus x square. So, I'll get derivative of cos inverse x as negative 1 over square root of 1 minus x square. Yes, it is negative 1 over square root of 1 minus x square, and x should belong to the open interval minus 1 to 1. Now we will discuss derivative of tan inverse x. Let tan inverse x is equal to y, so we need to find out dy by dx. Now as tan inverse x is equal to y, so this means x is equal to tan y. So on differentiating with respect to x, I'll get derivative of x with respect to x and d by dx of tan y. This derivative is equal to 1, and derivative of tan y with respect to y is secant square y into derivative of y with respect to x. So from here, derivative of y with respect to x, that is dy by dx, is equal to 1 over secant square y. And secant square y can be written as 1 plus tan square y. So dy by dx is equal to 1 over 1 plus tan square y. And what was tan y? Tan y is equal to x. So I'll get dy by dx is equal to 1 over 1 plus x square. And x is a real number. So derivative of tan inverse x is 1 over 1 plus x square, and x belongs to R. Now, we know that tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So from here, cot inverse x will be pi by 2 minus tan inverse x. So therefore, derivative of cot inverse x will be equal to derivative of this. Now derivative of pi by 2 is 0 and derivative of tan inverse x is 1 over 1 plus x square. So therefore, derivative of cot inverse x is minus 1 over 1 plus x square, and here x belongs to R. So remember this, derivative of cot inverse x is minus 1 over 1 plus x square, where x belongs to R. Now, similarly, you will prove that derivative of secant inverse x is 1 over absolute value of x into square root of x square minus 1, where absolute value of x is greater than 1. And derivative of cosecant inverse x is minus 1 over absolute value of x into square root of x square minus 1, where absolute value of x is greater than 1. These two you will prove yourself. Now, let's take few questions. Find dy by dx when y is equal to tan inverse 3x minus x cube over 1 minus 3x square. So, here I'll put x is equal to tan theta. So, I'll get y equals tan inverse 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta over 1 minus 3 tan square theta. Yes, try to recall. This is the formula for tan 3 theta. So I'll get y is equal to tan inverse tan 3 theta. Yes, now we learned that tan inverse tan x is equal to x when x belongs to the open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So now I have to check whether 3 theta belongs to this interval or not. Yes, we are given that x is greater than minus 1 over root 3 and less than 1 over root 3. X is tan theta. So tan theta will be greater than minus tan pi by 6 because 1 over tan pi by 6 is 1 over root 3 and tan theta is less than tan pi by 6. Now, we know that tan minus x is minus tan x. So, minus tan pi by 6 can be written as tan minus pi by 6. So, we have tan theta is greater than tan minus pi by 6 and less than tan pi by 6. And this implies theta is greater than minus pi by 6 and less than pi by 6. I want 3 theta. So, I multiply each one of them with 3. As I am multiplying with a positive number, so sign of inequality will remain same. So, minus pi by 6 when multiplied with 3 will give you minus pi by 2. This will be 3 theta, and pi by 6 when multiplied with 3 will give you pi by 2. So, yes, 3 theta belongs to the open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So, therefore, tan inverse tan 3 theta will be equal to 3 theta. So, y is equal to 3 theta, and what is theta? Yes, theta will be tan inverse x. So, y is equal to 3 tan inverse x. Now, I have to find out dy by dx. So, I'll differentiate both sides with respect to x. So, I'll get dy by dx is equal to 3 into d by dx of tan inverse x. And yes, we learned that derivative of tan inverse x is 1 over 1 plus x square. So, I get dy by dx is equal to 3 over 1 plus x square. Yes, let's take another question. We are to find dy by dx when y is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square over 1 plus x square, where x is greater than 0 and less than 1. Yes, in inverse trigonometric functions, we learned that cos inverse 1 minus x square over 1 plus x square, when x lies between 0 and 1, this is equals to 2 tan inverse x. So here I'll get y is equal to 2 tan inverse x. So therefore, dy by dx will be equal to 2 into d by dx of tan inverse x. And derivative of tan inverse x is 1 over 1 plus x square. So I'll get 2 over 1 plus x square. Right? Let's take another question. Y is equal to sine inverse 1 minus x square over 1 plus x square, where x lies between 0 and 1. Yes, we know that cos inverse 1 minus x square over 1 plus x square is 2 tan inverse x. But here we have sine inverse. Yes, can I change this to cos inverse? We can. We know that sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. So, sine inverse x can be written as pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. So, I can write this as pi by 2 minus cos inverse 1 minus x square over 1 plus x square. Right? Now, this is equals to 2 tan inverse x. So I'll get y is equal to pi by 2 minus 2 tan inverse x. Now differentiating both sides with respect to x. So dy by dx will be equal to derivative of pi by 2 minus 2 tan inverse x. Yes, derivative of pi by 2 is 0 minus 2. Derivative of tan inverse x is 1 over 1 plus x square. So dy by dx is minus 2 over 1 plus x square. Let's take another question. Find dy by dx when y is equal to sine inverse 2x into root 1 minus x square, where x is greater than minus 1 over root 2 and less than 1 over root 2. Yes, I'll put x is equal to sine theta. So this will be y equals sine inverse 2x, and x is sine theta, into root 1 minus sine square theta. So it will be equal to sine inverse 2 sine theta square root of cos square theta. So I'll get y equals sine inverse 2 sine theta cos theta. So y is equal to sine inverse. Yes, 2 sine theta cos theta is sine 2 theta. And again, sine inverse sine x will be equal to x if x belongs to the closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So I have to check that 2 theta belongs to this. This I need to check. Now look here. X is greater than minus 1 over root 2, less than 1 over root 2. X is sine theta, and 1 over root 2 is pi by 4, sine pi by 4. So sine theta will be greater than sine minus pi by 4 and less than sine pi by 4. This implies theta is greater than minus pi by 4 and less than pi by 4. So therefore, 2 theta will be greater than minus pi by 2 and less than pi by 2. So yes, 2 theta belongs to this interval. So therefore, sine inverse sine 2 theta will be equal to 2 theta. And yes, when x is sine theta, this implies theta is sine inverse x. So I'll get y equals to 2 sine inverse x. Now, derivative of y with respect to x will be 2 into derivative of sine inverse x. And derivative of sine inverse x is 1 over square root of 1 minus x square. So dy by dx will be 2 over square root of 1 minus x square.